All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and kick the webinar off this evening. Thank you all for jumping on board. Give me just a second before we kick it off, just so that we have a nice clean line. Let me mute some of the lines here. Hopefully it'll let me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. There it goes. Mute all and continue. All right. So guys, I want to just welcome everybody to the webinar this evening. My name is Gary Stern. I'm based out of Indialantic, Florida. For those of you who don't know where that is, that's on the east coast of Florida, over east of Orlando, near Cape Canaveral and Cocoa Beach, near where they shoot the rockets off from. And what I'm going to do tonight is kind of take you through the journey of why I'm in front of you tonight, how I got involved in the first place, and why this is an incredible opportunity for you right now based on improving your health, maybe your financial situation, maybe both. So we'll see where your interest lies, but we'll share a little bit of information this evening with you about the company, the products, some of the trends and timing that are in our favor, the system, as well as ways that you can get compensated for sharing this information with others. So again, thank you for joining us this evening, and let's go ahead and kick things off. So again, my name is Gary Stern, based out of Melbourne, Florida, and I was originally introduced to LifeVantage by my cycling coach, Simon Kessler. Now, I've been an avid cyclist for, I've been racing for 18 years. And so about 5 years ago, he hit me up and he said, hey, there's this video I want you to watch. It's an ABC investigative news report. I never watched it, but then he went a little bit deeper and he told me about a product that he was sharing with some of his other elite athletes. Now, I know this guy coaches not only state champions like myself, but national and world champions in all different disciplines, whether it's cycling or triathlon. So when he said that, and he also said there was a clinical study that he wanted to share with me, that really caught my attention. And after reading the clinical study, I realized that this is something that I was going to be on and my wife was going to be on for the rest of our lives. The only question at that point was, how did I see myself getting involved? So as I went into this journey and started having some incredible results with this flagship product, the name of it is right there on the screen. It's called Pro Tandem. That's what got me started into the LifeVantage journey. Within about 2 weeks, I started sleeping better. And guys, I hadn't dreamt in over 10 years. So to actually have dreams again, that was cool. And then about 2 weeks after that, so 4 weeks in, I started waking up before my alarm clock went off, just with more energy, feeling energized and ready to hit the day hard. About 6 weeks after I started taking it, I measured power on my bike, and I started breaking some of the power records that I had previously set on my bike, even after 2 and 3 hard days in a row of training. And so I knew at that point there was something going on in my body. There was some kind of magic and science behind this product that it was helping me. The other thing is, right around that same time frame, I got hit by a car on my bike. And so as I'm recovering from this dramatic injury, I had to have an ACL reconstruction. For those of you who are familiar with that surgery, it's usually a 9 to 12 month recovery. And I knew that this product had all the accolades behind it, the science behind it, backing it up. What I didn't realize was that after just 3.5, 4 months of using the product, I was able to fully recover, come back and win another state championship on the bike, literally in less than half the time they said I would. So I share all that with you so you kind of understand my journey from learning about the science to wanting to see what it would do for me to actually having dramatic results, both as a healthy individual and also after having a knee surgery. But at the same time, when Simon introduced this to me, what he didn't know was that inside I was sick and tired of the quote sick care industry. So my background, I was a physical therapist for 6 years and then a pharmaceutical rep for 13 years. And so what he didn't realize was, as a pharmaceutical rep, although the job was good and early on, as I went along, people were losing their jobs left and right, front and center. 70% of my friends lost their jobs there right around 2007 to 2009 timeframe. Around that same time, they're increasing the size of my territory. They're paying us less to cover that territory. I don't feel fulfilled with what I'm doing, and I don't really feel like I'm making a difference at that point. Doctors' hands were tied, so it didn't really matter what I was saying. Those were things that Simon didn't know that were going on in the back of my head. So when he said there's a way to share this information with other people, and make a few $100, I thought, great, I'll be able to get my product for free. What I didn't realize was that after about 6 months, I was making $500 a month, and that was enough to buy my wife a new car. And that got the wheels turning in my head. If I can make even a few $100s a month with this, I'm sure there's other people that would like to earn 2 or 3 or 4 or $500 a month. If I find a handful of those people, this thing is going to explode. And I realized that was my ticket to having that true freedom, the freedom that many of us are looking for. You may be asking yourself, how do I get a piece of that freedom? And that's what we're going to share with you this evening. So let's jump right in here. LifeVantage is about feeling better, looking better, and living better. And so how do we do this? Again, the company's publicly traded. It's traded on NASDAQ. We've got over 6 years experience now in the network marketing industry. That's still a baby by comparison compared to some of the companies in the industry. But within 4 years of being in the network marketing industry, we were already doing $200 million a year in revenue. Guys, this product initially was on the shelves of GNC. But when the product's only doing $3 million a year and you move it out of that realm, it was in GNC from 2006 to 2009, and you move it out of that market and put it into the hands of people, within 4 years, we're doing $200 million a year. So I'd say that's a great move that the company made to put it into our hands. And also that translates to close to $100 million in commissions for distributors like you and I who go out and share this information with other people. Now, other things about the company that are really give it a thumbs up. One, we have experienced industry management right now. We have guys and gals leading this company that understand what they're doing. We also partnered with Real Salt Lake. It's the jersey that you see that I'm wearing this evening. Real Salt Lake is a major league soccer team. Soccer is the #1 sport in the world, and we partnered with one of the best teams in the league to sponsor for the next. We have 8 more years left on a 10-year contract, and it's these reasons, in addition to some that I'm going to share with you in a moment, that are attracting people that have industry experience. People unlike myself, guys. I was like you. I had never done network marketing, or maybe you have done network marketing, but many of you have not. And I had said no to this industry 28 times over the course of about 20 years of my life. When I first was approached, I was in my early 20s. And I said no over and over again, but everything aligned for this, and you'll see why in a second. So we talked about the company. What about trends? Well, there's some trends that are in our favor. They're not necessarily positive trends, like the fact that 3/4 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck and that the average 65-year-old has only $42,000 saved for retirement. Those aren't exactly positive trends, but they're favorable for an industry where you can generate an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 a month residually. That means on a regular basis. In addition to that, there are a large group of people looking to perform better, to look better, to feel better, to be at their best optimal health. And they're willing to spend billions of dollars doing so. This is the health and wellness industry. You'll see a quote there that Paul Zane Pilsner, he's a world-renowned economist. He says that in an emerging industry, he now sees an emerging industry in which the greatest fortunes of the next century will be created. And those fortunes are going to be created in this wellness revolution, as he calls it. The next $1 trillion is going to be in this health and wellness industry. Add in some of the other trends like millennials, the group that are 18 to 35 years of age. They want to work for themselves. They've watched their parents work their entire lives, put their money into 401k and retirement savings like IRAs, and those things got waxed by the stock market. That's not to say you shouldn't invest. It's just to say, why not diversify your income and protect yourself for the future? Some other network marketing statistics that are in our favor. I thought there's nobody that wants to join one of these companies. And what I learned was there's like 165,000 people every week in the US alone that join a network marketing company. Over 100 million people participate in this industry worldwide, and over $182 billion moves through this industry on an annual basis. Guys, that's bigger than all 4 of the major sports leagues in the United States, combined with the recording music industry and the motion picture industry. That's huge when you combine all those and you think that network marketing is bigger than all those combined. And the kicker is there's over $200 million that's paid out to people like you and I every day just for sharing this information, for asking somebody to take a look at a webinar or a video. 82% of women also who make over $100,000 do so in this industry. It's an industry that favors females because they just naturally share with people. So take a look at that, the number of people. It's like almost 75% or 3/4 of this industry is women. It's an awesome industry for ladies who want to have time to take care of their children, who want to make a difference, who want to actually run their own business, set their own hours, work as much or as little as they want, depending on what point in their life they're at. It's just the perfect career for women that want to, or the perfect profession for women that want to build their careers. So let's talk a little bit. We talked about the company and the trends. Let's talk a little bit about our products. LifeVantage's products are unique. They're consumable. They're category creating. What does that mean? It means first in class. When you're first, that means everybody else is playing catch up, trying to chase you down. And the fact that they're unique, these products are unique. You cannot buy them in stores. You can't, there's nothing that works, especially the way that Protandim does. And you'll see why in just a second. So we call this the complete approach to anti-aging. It's basically at the cellular level, you're working inside out, outside in to take care of the body, to slow that aging process. Our products, we don't just make claims and not back them up. They're rooted in science. There's tons of peer-reviewed science. It's available at pubmed.gov. That's where doctors go to do their research. In the US, there's 6 patents. Outside the US, it says 8. I think there's now a 9th patent. In addition to now we have a patent on True Science on our new skincare line. So every day, more and more research is coming out. You can stay tuned to LifeVantage.com or get back with the person who invited you onto this video to learn more about all of the products. So let's focus in on Protandim for a second. The way that Protandim works is that it activates NRF2 in our bodies. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth. Whoever invited you onto the video tonight, they can share with you a video. It's 2 to 3 minutes long, and it goes over specifically how Protandim works. But realize this, Washington State University just last year said that the health effects of NRF2 on the human body may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. What that translates to is there are a lot of eyeballs in the medical community, in the scientific community, specifically on NRF2 right now, NRF2. And what about the pharmaceutical companies? I get asked all the time, why is this not in pharmaceuticals? The reason is because the company has made the choice not to pursue that avenue. They didn't want to get pigeonholed into a specific diagnosis. They wanted to take care of overall wellness, health and wellness in an individual. But there are pharmaceutical companies that are chasing what we have now with LifeVantage, which is an NRF2 activator. So this was a study on the right there done by Biogen, and they said, interestingly, Protandim, a dietary supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer and therefore maybe the most well-suited as a therapeutic strategy moving forward. Guys, that's huge when you have pharmaceutical companies using Protandim, using an all-natural product only available through LifeVantage as a comparator in their clinical trials, and they say that Protandim is more potent at activating NRF2. And look at the study on the left, what it says about NRF2. So what we have our hands on here is something, a product backed by science. You can see that ABC Investigative News report that goes over kind of how it works. It was investigated by John Quinones, one of the biggest investigative reporters in the United States right now. And that investigation took place almost 10 years ago now. What the first clinical study proved with LifeVantage, with Protandim, was that it reduces oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days. What does that mean? That's cellular aging. Oxidative stress is linked to hundreds of diseases. It's what causes our cells to age faster and eventually die. And the historical way of taking care of it is to give somebody an antioxidant, right? You got to drink your fruit juice or take your vitamins and your antioxidants and all these handfuls of things to replace what's missing in the body. And the graph on the right there will show you one antioxidant typically works on one free radical at a time. The problem is your body makes so many free radicals, there's no way for the antioxidants to keep up. What Protandim does is it activates NRF2, which tells your body, it signals your body at the genetic level to produce more beneficial survival genes or enzymes. That's why we call it a nutrigenomic. It's that your body's own enzymes that eliminate millions of free radicals every second of every day. So that's why we say that you have antiquated technology over here with antioxidants. It's like putting a cup of water on a huge building fire when instead you can activate the body, or in that building fire example, activate the sprinkler system in the building to put the fire out all at once. I hope that analogy makes sense. Again, you'll want to take a look at Protandim. It is the most unique product in our entire portfolio. That's why it's garnered all this attention from ABC, Today's Show, and NBC and PBS, to being featured in the Wall Street Journal, PubMed. That's where all the clinical studies are housed. It was on ABC there, like I said, with John Quinones in Sanjay Gupta's book. American Heart Association, numerous universities have studied it. It's approved for use in not only professional athletes, but college athletes and Olympic athletes as well. So you can just see some of the accolades right there, some of the press that it's garnered over the last several years. Now, what we've done is we've also put that same activator into Canine Health, because let's face it, all mammals age, and dogs age faster than humans. So people were giving their pets Protandim as it is. Why not do the same thing? Give them a chewable version, like doggy Protandim, we call it, but also with collagen and omega-3 fatty acids. So you can see there some of the benefits of Canine Health. Now, many people say that's all great, but I need to see results, right? Not only maybe feel something, because let's face it, you may not feel something with Protandim. Protandim's not designed for you to feel something. It's designed to help your body age slower. It slows cellular aging by 40% in 30 days. If you need to see a change in the body, why not use True Science? And you'll see there within just 2 months in those before and after pictures, you can see noticeable, the lines are gone, the wrinkles on the corners of the mouth. It's basically Protandim for your skin, which is also now patented. We just got the first patent on True Science just a few weeks ago. So patents on Protandim, patents on True Science. So the inside out approach to your skin and to your body is now a patented approach, only available at LifeVantage. Another thing, some people say that's great. I don't want to wait 28 to 56 days to see results. What about results literally within 3 minutes? And if you look at the bottom of the screen there, that's with our new microlift serum. Some people don't even believe it. They say it's too good to be true. But why not try it today? Ask the person that invited you onto this line, give me a sample of that microlift. I want to try it. Have them do just one eye right in front of you so you can see the difference, or do both of them and take before and after pictures so you can see the difference within 3 minutes with your own eyes. Now, some people also want to lose weight, right? There's a bunch of people looking to look, feel, and perform at their best. This physique, again, so many people want to lose weight, but there's so many unsafe ways of doing it. What if there was a way that was a long-term, safe, and intelligent weight management solution? And that's what we have with physique. Here are the before and after pictures again. That's what you use. When people want to see results, they really want to see the before and after picture. So here's just some of the results that we've seen. The results have been nothing short of spectacular up to this point with physique. We just launched it, back in December. So we're about 4 months into the launch of this product. Now, other people want to feel a change, right? Okay, so you have people that are okay with the clinical science like I was, and they want their cells to last longer. They want to age slower. Then you have people that want to see results. So we give them the True Science, we get them on the physique. There's others that want to feel something. If you want to feel something, use our Axio product. Axio is designed to give you guilt-free physical and mental energy, but it's all natural. It balances your mood, gives you mental focus, clarity, concentration, but without all the carbohydrates, the sugar, and the chemicals that are spiking people's blood pressure and then causing them to crash later on and have to drink more and spike and crash and not be able to get to sleep at night. I mean, let's face it, people are already spending billions on things to energize themselves and then to turn around and help them go to sleep later on at night, and then to not be depressed about the whole altered energy and sleep cycle. Why not fix that with something that's healthy for you, that actually works in conjunction with your body, not against your body? And that's Axio. So I blazed through all the products, but I want you to ask yourself this question. Who can you think of that would be into trying at least one or more of these unique products? I mean, I'm sure you can think of somebody off the top of your mind that would be interested in trying at least one of those products? In fact, there's probably numerous names that have come to your mind as we've been going through this opportunity. And that's why I want you to start thinking of maybe not only using the products yourself, but sharing them with other people. In fact, just by sharing them with a handful of people, you may be able to get your products not only for free, but also make a few $100s a month or more. It's up to you how far you want to take it. So how do you earn in LifeVantage? How do you earn compensation for sharing this information with others? And it's simple. We have 6 different bonuses. I'm going to highlight just a couple of them. The first one is that Smart Start bonus. When somebody joins you as a distributor, that means they not only want to consume the products, but they want to share them with others and earn commissions. Then you'll make 50% on whatever product it is that they order in that initial distributor pack. If they order $500 worth of product, you're going to make a check for $250 a week later. Now, some people say, that's great, I just want to use the products, which is fine. We have a lot of preferred customers, a ton of product users in this company. If that person decides to join as a customer, what we call a PC, a preferred customer, you'll earn 30%. So let's say they buy $100 worth of product, you're going to earn $30, and that's paid out a week later. That's what we're all used to, trading time for money. Somebody buys a product, you get paid. But we're not just in the business of selling products, we're in the business of building a network. Again, we've chosen network marketing as the distribution model instead of a retail store. So instead of taking this product and putting it on the shelves, it's in your hands to go out and share with people. Along the way, you're going to find people that also want to share this with others. And as you build that consumption network, and your consumers are customers and distributors. I get asked all the time, what are we looking for? We're looking for consumers of our products. Consumers who just take our products and consumers who take our products and get paid to share it with others. So as that network grows, so does your royalty commission. Because let's face it, if you love these products and you're sharing them with other people and they're reordering them on a regular basis, because again, not only are they unique in category creating, they're consumable. So that means you're using them up at the end of 30 days and you need a resupply every 30 days. It's on those resupplies that you're paid a residual commission. You don't have to go back out and introduce it to your customers and distributors again. The company takes care of it for you. They ship it straight out to the customer. Customer pays the company directly and you get a commission check no matter where that order falls in your network, up to 9 levels deep. So guys, that's one of the deepest compensation plans in the entire industry. I don't know of one that pays out on any further levels than that. So it's a very powerful compensation plan. What's the power of residual income look like? Guys, I help out my cycling coach, Simon, every summer by taking guests over to the Tour de France over in France. It's one of the benefits of not having to clock in and out at a job or ask for time off or a vacation. I can choose to work when I want to and leave when I want to. So I traveled over to France 2 years ago. It was July of 2014. We had just hit Pro 7, the elite ranks in the company, the 2 months prior to that in May of 2014. Well, in July of 2014, I think I worked a total of 10 days of the entire month because I was in France for like 2.5, almost 3 weeks. So most of the month, I was out of the country, out of cell phone reception, barely had any email reception. So I wasn't able to really work the business on a day-to-day basis. The crazy thing is that my group grew by over $7,000 in volume that month, and so did my check. My compensation actually went up in a month where I wasn't able to put in as much time as I had maybe the 4 years prior to that. So that's the benefit of or 3 years prior. That's the benefit of this industry is you can build a network that continues to pay you residually down in the future by leveraging your efforts with those of others. You're combining your forces with other people. We also have a matching bonus that rewards teamwork. That way you're ensured that whoever gets you started in this business will stick by your side every step of the way. And there's an elite bonus pool. And I got to tell you, it's one of the best things this company's ever come up with. It fosters teamwork across the entire company so that you have the different lines of people working with each other. Because although I don't have anybody in Japan or Thailand or some of the other countries that we do business in, I share in 1% of global revenue as a Pro 7 or higher. Pro 8s and higher share in 2%, Pro 9s, 3%, Pro 10s sharing 4% of global revenue. Well, when we're doing $200 million a year, that's $8 million that they're sharing in, that they're sharing a portion of, whether they have people in those countries or not. It's a beautiful teamwork bonus that rewards us to work together with one another. So what are the results of this? You heard me talking about different levels. We have 10 levels to make it easy. Well, 11. We have a distributor rank, and then 1 through 10. 10 being the highest level of the company. Pro 1s are the ones that have just made that first step up into the ranking system. And you can see there that even a Pro 1 is making an extra $100 a month on average. Doesn't sound like much until you realize that's like having a free cell phone every month, right? Because cell phone bills are around $100 a month. What if that $100 came every month because you shared these products with a handful of people? Now, I know you say, yeah, but I may be spending $100 or $200 a month on my own products. Well, once you get to the Pro 2 level, now your products are being paid for essentially for free, right? Because you're making $248 a month on average. It was when we hit Pro 3, and you'll see there that the average Pro 3 makes $500 a month. That was when I told you, like earlier in the conversation, that was when my belief level went sky high in network marketing, and I realized that I could buy my wife a car without having to spend any extra money, because that money was coming in on a regular basis from this little thing that I was doing on the side. It made me realize that this little thing, or that little business, could be a massive business if I just shared this with more people. And you can see there on the monthly averages, by the time we hit Pro 6, we had replaced about half of my income in pharmaceutical sales. By Pro 7, we've replaced my income in pharmaceutical sales, and that allowed me to say see you later to that job that I was sick of before they got rid of me, right? Let's face it, they were firing people left and right. How cool would it be for you to build your belief in our products, build your belief in the company? You may just want to earn a few extra $100 and get your product for free, or you may want to fire your boss too. The possibilities are yours. Take a look at the earnings statement and decide where you want to fall on that graph. What makes it worth your while to try this business? Number one. And number two, what makes it worth your while to actually stay in it? Are you willing to put in 5 or 10 hours a week? Are you willing to do that for 6 to 12 months in order to hit the Pro 4 or 5 levels and make an extra $1,000 or $2,000 a month? Many people are certainly willing to put in that time for 6 to 12 months. And so that's what the challenge I throw out to you. What makes it worth your while? So you say, this is all great. How do I do it? Number one question I get is it real? Most people, you can go validate that. We're a NASDAQ traded company. We're fully transparent. The products, the website, everything is perfect to show you what we have. So you know that that part is validated. The part that most people ask is, can I do it? How do I do it? And we have a proven plan that shows you how to do it every step of the way. In fact, most of our top earners, like myself, like my sponsor, Simon Kessler, like his sponsor, Brandon Cunningham, we've never done network marketing before, yet we're hitting the Pro 7, 8, 9, and 10 ranks in the company, making thousands or tens of thousands of dollars every month with zero experience, zero educational requirements, and on-the-job training and the mentoring that we provide within the company. So we can show you how to do the same thing. We go at your pace. You let us know how big of a business you want to build. If you even want to build the business at all, maybe you want to be a customer, and we welcome you to join us. If you do decide that you want to get your products for free or make a few $100s a month, we can show you how. We'll set you up with a plan. We'll plug you into this system, and we'll train you every step of the way. We have new technology that's supporting our business, makes it, I don't want to say easier, but more, it simplifies the business. You can enroll somebody, or you can share with them videos or show them information on our products right there off of your phone. So here's the deal. This was the kicker for me that made me decide to get involved. And that's why I saved, quote, the best for last. The timing is now. Many times when we hear about an opportunity, we hear about it when it's too late. I mean, imagine if you could hear about Google or Facebook, or go back and be a part of maybe Microsoft or Apple. Knowing what you know now, wouldn't you go back and invest in them 35 or 40 years ago? And the answer is always yes. Everybody I talk to is like, of course, because your money would have grown thousands of percent over the last 35 to 40 years had you invested in one of those companies at the ground floor. This is no different. LifeVantage is still a ground floor opportunity. We have huge global expansion coming. There's new programs and initiatives that are speeding up the entire enrollment process. Countries are opening literally every other month. It seems like we're opening a new country, and we've launched 4 new product lines in just the last year and a half alone. So right now, things are poised for LifeVantage to take off. And if you look at the graph, I would say that that star is right on top of critical mass right now. And the reason I say that is because more often than not, databases are starting to overlap. Your friends are starting to hear about this right now for the first time. Do you want to be the one to share it with them, or do you want somebody else to share it with them, and thus your friend ends up captured into their network? Right now, we still have about 70,000 distributors worldwide. In fact, we just reported that in our last earnings. But our earnings were up 15% over the year prior, and over the quarter prior, they were up even more than that. So $56 million quarter was just reported. You can see those results. What I'm trying to share with you is right now, we're getting ready to go through this momentum where 80% of this company's value is established. 80% of the commissions are generated. We'd love for you to be able to capture a piece of those yourself. In fact, I can't wait till this company's in stabilization. When you're looking at it from the outside, you say, oh, that's saturated. But when you're on the inside and you've gotten involved at the ground floor and rode through that wave of momentum, of course you want it to stabilize. The company's still growing at 3 to 5% per year, and you've captured a massive percentage of the market yourself. People haven't heard of us yet, but they will. So it's time to launch your business. If you decide that you want to join us, we welcome you to join us. And it's simple. There's 3 choices right there for getting involved. Get back with your sponsor. Find out, or the person that shared this with you, and find out which one of those fits your particular needs. There's not one single business pack fits all. In fact, that's why we have 3 of them. I'll tell you this, the Freedom Pack limits you in your commissions, your upfront commissions. You see that in the fine print at the bottom. So you only get a percentage of the upfront commissions. You don't get the full commissions. Whereas if you enroll on a Vantage Pack or a Platinum Pack, not only do you get more product, and the Platinum Pack gets you a ticket into the next big training event, so you can rub elbows with the people that have already built multi-million-dollar businesses in this company, and they're willing to they're approachable. They'll show you how they did it. So not only do you get the product in that event ticket, but you also get the ability to earn the full commission. So get back with whoever invited you onto this webinar and ask them, what's best for me to get started? Now, I threw this in. This is a little sneak peek, but 1 week from last night, so in exactly 6 nights from now, we're going to be launching the next breakthrough in nutrigenomics. Little sneak peek right there. It's called NRF ProTandem NRF1. We're going to be doing a live cyber launch. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's on May 17th. It's next Tuesday night. It's going to work hand in hand with our Nerf 2 product. I'm not going to give you any details on it except to say tune in. You can tune in there at that link, www.lifevantage.com/live. I know my number's in there. That's my distributor ID number. Make sure you ask whoever invited you onto this webinar for their ID number, and you can just put that ID number or their name in front of the word LifeVantage, the way that it's been inserted in there. But I want to make sure they get credit for this as well. So lifevantage.com/live. Tune in next week. Guys, I'll end with this. Nothing's more expensive than a missed opportunity. This is your chance. You've just been invited to join us here at in the LifeVantage family. You know more right now about LifeVantage, ProTandem, nutrigenomics, and how network marketing works than the vast majority of your friends. It's up to you to capitalize on this opportunity, and we welcome you to join us. Thanks for joining us this evening, and have a great night.